Hi, so this is my final project recording. So obviously for the project we have to find ways to cut costs. I chose to do our great institution, the Coastal Carolina University. And we also had to find ways to enhance costs. I chose three ways to cut costs: was to cut back on spirit squads, recruiting, and also student athlete meals, non-travel. The reason why I said we should cut back on spirit squads is because with COVID-19 currently running rampant, there's not large attendance at games. Spirit squads' main goals is to raise school spirit at the games and make the games more lively. But with limited fans at the games, it just seems like a waste of revenue at this time. As well, spirit groups also only affect one sport, mainly, which is football. The way to cut back on recruiting, or the reason why to cut back on recruiting, we're currently using $732,045 on recruitment, and with Coastal Carolina, obviously we're getting a lot of national attention now. However, we're not a very historic program. The school has only been in FBS for football for a few years, and the school was only started back in 1954. So we're a pretty fairly new school. So larger recruits may not want to come here just because we don't have that historic name to us. So I believe that we should try to cut back on recruiting by trying to recruit from further out across the nation and just mainly focus on recruiting on the East Coast, south of the Mason-Dixon line. It's not going to the next. Oh, sorry about that. And hold on one second. Next up would be to cut student athlete meals. I say that cutting student athlete meals, it takes $20,000 or less to feed every other sport outside of football. Football takes $163,320 to feed. Obviously, the football team is a lot larger than the other teams here at Coastal Carolina University. However, I feel like $163,320 is a lot to be spending on any sport, just for them to eat mainly on campus, because these are non-travel meals. So you can obviously cut back on that by just a little bit, even if it's just $60,000, and the school would see a large gain from that fiscally. Now, the three ways I choose to enhance revenue would be enhancing student fees, enhancing contributions, as well as enhancing student fees, increasing contributions, as well as increasing royalties, licensing, and sponsorships. The reason I say we should enhance student fees is because Coastal Carolina University is home to roughly 10,484 students. So by even just increasing student fees by 5% to go to athletics, the school would see a very large amount of profit, considering that half of those students are coming from out-of-state tuition. By increasing contributions are the biggest the biggest contributor fiscally to the institution, outside of institutional support and NCAA support, which obviously you cannot choose to increase. So by increasing contributions would allow us to see some of the largest financial gain. School spirit's at an all-time high due to how well the football team is performing. So capitalizing off of that by reaching out to more alumni would allow for the athletic department to see a huge financial gain. Finally, by increasing royalties and licensing and sponsorships, the Coastal Carolina University football team is doing really well right now. We're ranked nationally in the college football playoff at number 18, as well as having college football game day coming down to the university this upcoming weekend. So there's a lot of national attention around surrounding the school. So we should capitalize on the national attention that we're getting currently, and just try to get as many licenses and sponsorships going for the university as possible. And those are how I see for us to cut costs as athletic department, as well as enhance revenue as an athletic department. Thank you.